back to convert to Judaism. And what have you done for me? Set the date. Set the date.
What are you talking about?
You said you couldn't marry me unless I was Jewish, and now I'm Jewish. Set the date.
You're acting crazy. Do you hear yourself?
Do you know how lucky you are to have me? Do you know how we look? Do you know what people out there think when they see us together? Do you?
My biggest advice that I have learned from nearly the exoticals from I grew up is do not change for a man. It is not worth it. I don't care how much you guys think you're quote unquote in love. If you guys don't know, in this scene from Sex and the City, Charlotte, the woman that's yelling, she changed her religion from, I think, Presbyterian, from a Christian, I believe, to being Jewish. Now, if you guys don't know, that guy right there, the bald man, he is Harry. They had a relationship after she got a divorce, and when they wanted to move on, he said, "Oh, I can't marry you because you're not Jewish." And so she had went through trials of trying to take tests, switching things around. Like she had stopped celebrating Christmas, which was, by the way, is her favorite holiday, for this man. And she's upset because he won't set the date, even though he said that, oh yeah, I would if he was Jewish, but it showed that he really didn't care. Ladies, don't do any more for a man. And she is right. Her presence, he should even feel blessed to be around her presence, because Charlotte is an exotical Barbie. And men are ungrateful, okay? You need to know that you're the prize, okay? If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. Do not change yourself for you to meet a requirement that is not a requirement, okay? Especially religion. Now, I have another example from Sex and the City, but I'm just using this one first. Also, too, with that being said, I didn't mention this earlier, that Harry, earlier in the show, Charlotte had mentioned, she said, wait, you won't marry me, but because I'm Jewish, even though you're doing things that's against your religion. And he said, quote unquote, well, I'm not really like that serious within it. That's kind of like paraphrase what he said. And honestly, that should have been a red flag itself, because men who casually try to the requirement to you, like, oh, if I can't do you because you're this, that, and the other, you like, no. Ladies, don't change for a man, okay? Do not do it. It's not worth it. I don't care how much you think you're in love. Don't do it. I met so many women, especially who came into my religion, who try to change themselves. Their marriages, 10 times out of 10, was the most ruckus marriages. And some of them either lost themselves mentally and physically. It showed a lot. And there's many stories I heard of and saw of women who regretted changing themselves, especially for religion and my old cult. And the sad part is that the guy never changed himself for her. In fact, they most likely embarrassed the ladies. And also, too, in this scene, I never said this, when Charlotte started yelling at him, also, too, because while she was saying a prayer, I forgot which prayer it was. I'm sorry. I've kind of forgotten about it. But anyways, she was saying a prayer. And while she was saying a prayer, Harry, the one, quote unquote, you had to change yourself to be Jewish because so we could be equally yoked, he was sitting there watching a football game. And even though she muted and tried to get his attention to prayer, he still tried to watch it. By the way, if you guys don't know, if you're not religious, if you're sitting here on your phone watching TV or talking to a prayer, that is heavily disrespectful. And for someone that wanted Charlotte to change her religion, her values, her hobbies for his, this shows how ungrateful he is. I also have another clip to show that even big changes, another scene in Sex and the City goes to show that those little changes can still affect you.
And when did we start caring about basketball?
Don is obsessed. I don't get laid unless the Knicks win.
In this scene, the blonde one that says unless the Knicks win is Samantha, and the lady that she's talking to is Carrie, and they're both friends in this little Sex and the City show. So if you guys don't know, in this scene, Samantha is talking to a guy from the sports bar, and I don't think Samantha knows anything about sports, but but she knows the guy who does, so she pretends to care about the sports, and so, which is very unlikely of her. And she apparently in the episode, the only time her and the guy sleep together is when the Knicks win, and when they don't, she doesn't get to have lovey-dovey time with him, basically. I think this is the same episode as what I showed you earlier, but anyways, besides the point, Samantha basically, it has a high libido, I may say. So her love life is very important to her, and when she had changed her ideal of sports is fine, quote unquote, it kind of ruined her special time with the guy who doesn't really who really does care, and he basically prioritized that over her, so which explains why if they don't win, he doesn't give her any time of day. And thankfully at the end of this episode, Samantha does leave him because she realized, why am I doing this? But I know sometimes that even us ladies, like Samantha, we sometimes change a small bit where we're like, oh, I'm interested in this, even though we're not, just so we can get closer to the guy and talk to the guy. Please don't do that, okay? And I'm just going to end the video with this. If you're not his type or his standard, don't try to change yourself to meet it. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. And you are going to have a very unpeaceful life if you try to do that. And please don't go in the comment section and be like, oh, well, my mom and my dad, they change themselves for each other, and look how no one cares. Okay? This ain't no exception to the rule, and I will make a video about that because that mindset is the reason why a lot of women are having the most unpeaceful, having a distorted life when they could have a great one. So please don't come in exception to the rule. Anyways, tell me how you think. Have you ever done this and you realize how messed up this was? Don't worry, no judgments. We just gonna listen. We listen, we don't judge. Yeah. Have you seen this happen? Give me a story time. Tell me what you know. Comment down below. Like and subscribe for some more Exotical Barbies.